It was a lot more effort in ancient Babylon to go and engrave such a massive plan on a clay tablet. At least me and you today, we've got the luxury of pen and paper, right? Even better, Excel. It's just a matter of, do we want to help ourselves or not? Most people don't want to help themselves because they can't sit down for 10 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes, and write down every single problem, possible solutions, commitments, and how they're going to take action on it. That alone will get you 60 or 70% there. The power in this lies in actually listing the problem, the solution, the actions and commitments that you will take. And don't ignore the details. List every single creditor, every single amount, and every single percentage that you will allocate to that creditor. Now there's a couple of things that one can do, right? When I was heavy indebted and I wanted to get out of debt, I took a bit of a bolder approach. I said that I'm going to pay a certain percentage of my income to my creditors, but instead of dividing it equally and fairly, I'm going to be honest with you, I just knocked the smallest ones out the park, right? And every small one that I knocked out, if I started saving 3 grand on one creditor, then instead of, let's say, allocating 20 grand a month to my creditors, now I allocated 23 grand. Then I hit the next one. And if the next one saves me another 2 grand a month, now it's not 23 grand a month anymore, now I can allocate 25 grand. And I just did this whole snowball effect, and you know, that's how I got out of debt. And look, maybe it's not the most honorable way to get out of debt, but I got out of debt a lot faster. I'm not saying you should do the same. I'm just saying at that stage in my life, I was fed up. I really did not give a crap anymore. And if you actually go and plan this out, you list every creditor with all of the amounts that's outstanding, and you figure out, listen, okay, if I divide it equally, you can go and plan it, and then you'll see perhaps it's going to take you 36 months to get out of debt. But if you do it with the snowball strategy, it'll take you 19 months to get out of debt. But yes, the snowball strategy is a bit more difficult. That's not just allocating 20% of your income to your creditors, that's accumulating percentages and, you know, constantly adding more and more and more. The question is, how badly do you want to get out of this situation? How quickly do you want to get out? Irrespective of what plan you choose, here's the reality. If you do not go and get a different plan and implement that different plan, then clearly you are going to remain in financial slavery because the current plan is not working. The current strategy is not that great of a strategy. Just choose what difficulty you want. There's nothing wrong with phoning up each and every one of your creditors, no matter how pissed off they're going to be, phoning them up and saying, listen, you fucks, my only resource to pay you guys that I have is my ability to earn. I cannot earn more if I do not pay myself first. Perhaps don't include that, but you can explain to them that you cannot earn more if you are anxious all of the time, if you can't feed your family, if you can't provide a roof over their head and make sure they get to school, or you put petrol in your car and you can actually make it to work to get some money and pay them back. Trust me when I tell you this, they're going to send you all sorts of letters of demands and this and final warning, blah, blah, blah. If you pay the guy 50 bucks a month, even though your premium is 2,000 rand, trust me, they can't do jack shit. At least you are paying. You are still making an effort to pay. And every time they call you up, just remember, that guy that's calling you, he's got to call people that owe money for a living. All of those people are mad, anxious, and angry all of the time. Trust me, he's having a worse day than you. Just pick up the phone and say, how are you, my brother? Hope you're good. This is what it is, my man. I can give 50 bucks. You gotta wait a little bit longer, but I'm gonna get there. I promise you, I'm gonna clear the debt. You can phone me tomorrow again. I'll make some coffee and we can have a lucky chat again. Just brush it off. Don't make too big of a deal of it. It doesn't matter what the person on the other end of the phone says. It is in their best interest to allow you to pay off your debt. This is the only way that all parties get what they want. And if you do find yourself in a situation like this and you gotta implement a plan like this, embrace the pain. I'm telling you this out of experience. Embrace the pain because it will transform into wisdom. And if you paid a very expensive price for your financial freedom, trust me, you're going to put a lot of value on it. And you're not going to stumble again for anything stupid anytime soon again.